I've been working on my vocabulary because I want to know words. I did some research and I discovered that Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, that one, who wrote in the 16th century, had an active vocabulary of 54,000 words, 54,000. Today, you and me, all of us, in the Western culture, we have an active vocabulary of 3,000 words. And it kind of put me under the pile. I started thinking about little kids in the 16th century. Those little kids probably had a bigger vocabulary than I have now, even when they were little, right? Because they were just steeped in that language. They knew it. That's how they grew up. I started thinking, man, I don't know that I'm even smart enough to read fairy tales to 16th century kids. Because their children's books would be, can you imagine what a kid's book would sound like in the 16th? It'd be like, in time past, though not long ago, there lived pigs in stature little and number 3, who, being of an age both entitled and inspired to seek their fortune, did set about to do thusly. When they had traveled a distance, pig numbered first spake, saying, "Hearken, brethren, heed this tempestuous realm. Tarry we long from hearth and home, we shall fare, I fear, not well." And so, being collectively agreed, but individually impelled, the diminutive swine set about each to erect for himself an abode. Pig numbered first did construct his house from straw. Pig numbered second did likewise, though rather not from straw, instead from sticks. Meanwhile, unique in his imagining, pig numbered 3 did erect as his domicile, stalwart and garish, a structure made from brick entirely. But soon there happened along, as is frequently the scenario in classic tale of protagonist pig, or red-hooded child. A wolf, carnivorous nature in full season, he called out to the straw-ensconced swine, saying, "Pray thee, little pig, grant me entrance." But pig 1 recalled with sage foreboding that he is mad who trusts in the tameness of a belly-pinched wolf, and responded immediately, "Nay, it shall not be, indeed, not by wit or whiskered jowl." To this most expected response, the wolf replied immediately, "Then steel thyself, little pig. Forthwith shall I endeavor, employing means both huffing and puffing, to dismantle yon flippin' flaxen fortress." Whereupon there issued forth from the wolf an exhale of gale proportions that quickly rendered straw hovel to dregs and dross, and carried aloft piglet and shattered quarters both. Exposed now to claw and fang, piglet 1 made haste, wolf in pursuit, to the stick-festooned sanctum of peccary secondary, causing pig 2 to cry out in dismay, "Well, this knots my knickers! The marshalling of feral wolf to my doorstep is nowhere among those endeavors amenable or congenial." "1,000 pardons," begged one. "It would seem the beast's baneful breath has purged me of home and sound judgment alike." The malevolent blast of the wolf's exhale splattered second swine shack and shortened his sanctimonious scolding simultaneously. "Lo and behold," squealed 2, "stand we now amid wooden wreckage, tremulous and vulnerable, with nary a strategy for eschewing the canine devourer looming in deadly proximity." "Strategy," exclaimed one, "well, 'tis noble the contemplation of tactical particularities. Pressed as we are with time restraints forbidding detailed strategical conversation, I would urge we run." Whether by their own fleet-footed competence or the wolf's windless attitude, the bantam porkers arrived at their ultimate kindred neighbor's inexpugnable brick ingress unscathed. Upon the third pig's door with urgent hooves they pounded, calling out, "Unbar this entrance, and with haste we beseech thee!" The third pig hailed from the American colonies. Possessing a vocabulary substantially less robust than his impromptu visitors, replied, "Say what?" "Seek we sanctuary," they implored, on the verge of hysteria, "lest we fall forthwith to the ravenous appetency of yonder approaching carnivore." Still confounded by their importunate words, Pig 3 did render ajar his portal, whereupon 1 and 2 spilled through and collapsed beyond his threshold, enervated. "So, y'all just wanted to come in?" "Why didn't you just say that?" The sinister hiss of the wolf could be heard. "Pray thee, pigs, grant me entrance." "The wolf," said 1 and 2. "Wolf," said 3. "What do you suppose he wants?" "He seeks to gain purchase within. Indeed, he would occupy this very alcove where he would afford the most meager of opportunity." "Right. I'm just going to go ask him what he wants." "Under no circumstances," squealed 2, flinging self against portal. "There is naught to be gained accosting external opponents save our own immediate demise." "What did you say about my mama?" House and occupants were again engulfed in a malevolent blast of wolfish wind. The foundation shook, the frame rattled, and lo, to the astonished eyes of piglet and encroaching scoundrel alike stood the third pig's lodging undaunted. Aghast and befuddled, 2 queried of 3, "How does, against such relentless and torrential onslaught, this domicile endure?" Pig 3 puffed out chest, tapped a hoof to the hearth, and responded, "It's American made."